it's not really as difficult as you would think to manifest. So what is really stopping you from manifesting things into your life? Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, I'm Mand. So today I wanted to cover a little bit on the topic of how to manifest and what could potentially be stopping you from actually manifesting things into your life. So it doesn't really matter what you call it. You know, I know some people do kind of spells and rituals. Maybe you prefer that method. Maybe you are a more visual person. I'll get into all of that. But what I really want to focus on today is kind of what is manifesting, how can you manifest, or like what does it entail, and also basically what could potentially be stopping you. So if you want to just prop me up and have me on in the background listening away, if you want to sit down and take some notes, I'm hoping not to make this too long, because I just kind of like to get straightforward to the point. I do not want to overcomplicate this because we are trying to make March magical, and I feel like manifesting it or just bringing good things into our life. Who doesn't want some nice things brought into their life? So let's get into the video. So maybe some of you are wondering, what is manifestation? And I have it written down here to make sure that I get it right. A manifestation is bringing specific desires, goals, or outcomes into reality through focused thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Okay, so that sounds like really fancy and in one way nearly unattainable, because it's like, that sounds like a lot of work. And I promise you, manifesting shouldn't feel like a lot of work. You should be having fun with it. It is one thing that I love exploring and diving into. And sometimes, like, look, I'm not manifesting all the time, right? I don't consider myself a guru or an influencer or anything like that when it comes to manifestation. I can only speak about my own experience. Apologies, I had to actually stop that because I had to sneeze. Anyway, so like I was saying, I can only talk about like my own experiences and what I have learned and picked up over time. And the one thing that I learned when it comes to manifesting is that you should be having fun with it, right? It shouldn't feel like work, because once it starts feeling like work, it means you're out of alignment with what it is that you're wanting to attain or bring into your life, right? And so the whole point of manifesting is, you'll hear a lot of people say it, is believing you already have it, right? Or acting as if you're already living that life. Or maybe, for example, I know a lot of people use a car, right? Pretending that your car is already the car that you're trying to manifest, right? So it's all about mindset and how we process things, how we think of things, and how we feel about it. See, feelings is the biggest key here when it comes to manifesting and being in alignment with universe, spirit team, angels, whatever it is that you want to call it, that you want to work with bringing these things into your life. I'm just calling it manifestation and universe, but please feel free to fit it in, or fit in words that you feel like would match what resonates with you, right? Because it doesn't, like, I have this whole mindset that it really doesn't matter what you call it, just know that it works, okay? And so what we're trying to do here is to get in alignment with the universe. So we're going to talk about things that might be stopping you from being in alignment with the universe. So what are some of the things that could be stopping you from manifesting, or kind of just, again, getting in alignment with the universe? And one of them is, well, say you've done your vision board and you've set your goals and whatever else, and you want to manifest this, and whatever else, right? And you're expecting it like tomorrow, next week, in the next month. That the expectation that you really shouldn't be putting a timeline on it, okay? Kind of expect it when it arrives, right? So know that it is coming to you, you just don't know when, right? It's kind of like receiving a parcel that you know is going to arrive to you at some stage, but you just don't have the exact date, okay? And so it's having these unrealistic expectations of when certain manifestations, I'll call them goals, right? Goals that you've set for yourself. I mean, let's say, for example, maybe it is fitting in 20 walks in a week, right? You like, okay, so you're probably thinking, like, how am I going to manifest that? So maybe that, like, time starts clearing up for you, that you have the time to go for a walk, right? Manifestation doesn't actually have to be, for example, like a physical thing. right? It can be like your schedule clearing up all of a sudden, and now you have time to get out and go for a walk and connect with nature. Maybe that's what you want to manifest, right? But like maybe 20 walks in a week is not attainable for you, that you're putting yourself under desperate pressure. And you see, when we put ourselves under pressure, that means we're kind of forcing it, right? So we're telling the universe, hey, listen, could you hurry up? And the universe is like, do you really want this? Because I feel like you're kind of forcing. So that is the thing when it comes to manifesting, is it's a hard one to grasp. It is definitely, it's a whole trust the process, right? It's really just letting go out to the universe, going, okay, I trust that this is going to come to me. Another common challenge that you might face when it comes to manifesting is lack of clarity, right? So as in, you're not being clear enough on your goals, okay? So how can I, okay, so you go, I want to manifest a house, I want to manifest a car, I want to manifest a new partner, and I want to get a dog. You're going to manifest a dog into my life, or a pet. There's lots of question marks, because these are all things that you can actually go deeper into. Okay, so you want to manifest a house. Okay, that's a big manifestation, so you definitely cannot put a timeline on it, because if the housing system is anything like it is here in Ireland, in your country, then you know it's a whole process and whatever else. But that doesn't mean that you cannot buy a house, you can't manifest a house. Okay, that doesn't mean like that a house is going to fall out of the sky and land in your land, and like just please, manifestation doesn't work like that. It's a whole, like a series of events that kind of line up that you're like, oh wow, that's a coincidence. Is it? Right, so manifesting. But we'll say you want a house, okay? So what kind of house do you want? Where do you want it? What does it look like? How does it feel when you go into this house? Can you see yourself in your kitchen, in your living room? Does it have an upstairs? Is it just one story? How much land is around it? What does the area look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? So you're really immersing yourself. You really, really, really have to use your imagination here and visualization and manifesting a new goddamn chair. That's what I'm going manifesting. I need to manifest a less squeaky chair, because okay, so as you can see, my manifestation didn't work that quick. I didn't manifest a new chair. But what I was trying to say there is you gotta get specific. So if you're just saying, I want to manifest a dog into my life, okay, but like, what kind of dog do you want? Is it male? Is it female? Is it a puppy that you're wanting to manifest? Is it a big dog? Is it a foster dog you want to get? Are you adopting? Is it something, you know, a dog that you're buying? You see, you can go into all these specifics. So it's really, really important to get as specific as you possibly can when trying to manifest what it is that you're bringing into your life. So whatever goals that it is that you're setting, one, you're setting realistic goals for yourself, that they're achievable, right? I mean, a really unrealistic one here, just for example, is saying, I want to go and fly to the moon next Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the morning. How are you flying to the moon on Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the morning and you don't have any resources to do that? Do you see what I'm trying to say here? So when I make a joke of it, yes, because I think it's important to make things light. It's so super important to have fun with this. That's the whole point. Remember, when we're manifesting, we're having fun. Another thing that you could be facing when it comes to challenges with manifesting is you're being too rigid with what you're trying to manifest, right? So for example, maybe there's a partner that you're trying to manifest, okay? And this is something that I will talk about in another video. I'll do a story time on how I manifested my fiance. Right? You want tall, dark, rippling muscle, handsome man, woman, whatever, doesn't matter. In said word that is your preference, right? And it's literally a fantasy character that you're describing, okay? And look, if you manifested that, that's great. I'm happy for you, but you have to have realistic expectations, okay? So you might have a whole list of all these things that you want in a partner, right? You're getting really specific. What color hair they have, what color eyes, maybe the specific job that they have, the car, the personality, the look, whatever, right? The list goes on and on and on. And they take everything off your list except one thing, right? There's might be one or two things. And you're like, no, you're clearly not what I'm manifesting. Don't do that. Don't throw that away, because that could be something that comes further down the line. Okay, so don't be so specific, right? So there's a fine line between being specific and too specific, that you could potentially be missing out on a great partner. Okay, or maybe a great car. Maybe it's not the color that you want, but that's okay, because does it really matter when we're driving it? We can't see the color of our car anyway. Everybody else can. So it doesn't, in the grand scheme of things, this is where you have to look at the bigger picture here. Is it that important when it comes to your manifestations? And another thing that I want to bring into that is sometimes we actually fall out of alignment with what we were working towards. Okay, so you set your goal and you realize all along you've been working towards, we'll say, a specific job. Okay, so you want to maybe change jobs. And you're working and you're looking at all these different jobs, and then you realize you actually quite like the job that you have, but you want to go up a level. You don't want to actually change the area. You realize that it is more a case that you just wanted to level up. This is just an example here that I'm trying to set from the top of my head, right? That's okay. Okay? So don't be so regimented with your manifestations that you feel like you have to go after this. No, that it changes all the time. Things change all the time when we're manifesting. And so you might have a vision board and you might have changed job, and then you realize you don't want to change your job. That's okay. Stick something else over it. Okay? That is the beauty with vision boards, especially if it's digital. You can just delete it off your vision board and put something else there. Okay? So it's not so that it's so regiment, right? That you're stuck with the manifestation that you're working after. It's saying to the universe, hey, hold on, actually, this thing that I was working towards, I don't really want it anymore. I realize that now that I've been taking action towards it, that I don't really like this. I want to change back and do this instead. You can totally do that. The universe doesn't really receive things like we do receive things. Does that make sense? So speaking in terms of what is the language of the universe, and it's as simple as, and it genuinely is as simple, vibration. Okay, so whether you believe in that or not, that's totally your own thing. But I believe, right? So we all vibrate at a different level. Okay, so you can, this is like a whole different video, different topic, but I remember reading about it, like everything vibrates at a different level. And so when you're on that same frequency as the universe, that's when things start kind of aligning better. But we're not always in alignment because we're human, right? We're having a human experience. So, that whole spiritual beings having a human experience, that's kind of, that is what I believe in. I mean, we are vibrational beings. And so when you're in alignment with the universe, you'll find that everything is flowing and it's going well. And then sometimes things knock us out of alignment, right? And things kind of start going a little bit funny, and then you're questioning things. But that is the whole point. The whole point is, to question things and to learn. Because if we're not questioning and we're not learning, we're not growing, right? And so that is the whole thing with working with the universe. It's about matching its vibration. So the universe is here, you're here, right? Just an example. What you're trying to do is you're trying to meet in the middle. Okay, that's the whole thing. You're trying to meet in the middle. So the universe is going to work towards you, but you got to work towards the universe, right? So you're trying to match that vibration. And so there's lots of different things that you can do to help you match that vibration and that language of the universe. I promise you, it is not that complicated. Okay, simple as meditating. Okay. Meditation is a great way to clear our mind. If we have too many thoughts going on, which we do, we always have thoughts going on, just to clear our minds for 5-10 minutes, okay? And it doesn't mean that you have to sit there in a pose and be all, no, throw on a guided meditation, pop your headphones in, take 5 minutes to yourself. Meditation can be sitting there with your tea, coffee in the morning and just taking 5 minutes just to stir some goodness into your tea. They're just different rituals you can do. Another thing is visualizing. I find visualizing is a great way. It's a great way to get the imagination going. Visualizing yourself getting the job, right? So you're going for your interview, you're walking into your interview. What are you wearing? Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling sure of yourself, right? So you're sitting down, you're answering all your questions. You know you've nailed this. You feel that you've nailed this. You're walking out, you've gone home, you visualize yourself getting a phone call going, hey, you got the job, you're starting Monday. You're all excited. And so on and so forth. And so, like, you know, visualizing yourself going to work. What does your workplace look like? What are you wearing? What are you feeling like? You know, you're getting into that mindset. So are we all excited for this new job that we're all going starting on Monday? Because clearly I'm manifesting it's for all of us. And the new house, and the new car, and the new dog, and partners, and the whole fucking lot. I mean, honestly, it doesn't, I'm just picking big things because I feel like a lot of people will relate to those kind of things. But it can be as simple as, maybe there's a specific pair of shoes. The reason I'm saying that is because I actually have a pair of shoes on my vision board that I'm really wanting to get. But they're really expensive. So I'm manifesting that they come down to a certain affordable price at the very least. And so I know, because I have other pairs of these shoes, that how they feel and how I feel when I'm wearing this. So it can be as simple as that, or a holiday, right? It's all about visualizing yourself there already. I can't believe I didn't mention this already. Gratitude. Gratitude is a super, super important part when it comes to manifesting, right? It's saying to the universe that I am grateful for what I already have, okay? So you can include, like, I know a lot of people say about scripting as well. If you want to get very specific with scripting, you can. I think that's the whole point of getting really specific. You can call that scripting, but writing down all your gratitudes is so important. It's one thing. I'm trying to think what book. I don't know if you want book recommendations. I think I did them a couple of years back. It's been a while since I've read a book on manifestations. It's kind of normally from my own experience at this stage now that I talk about, but being grateful for what you already have. It's saying to you, universe, then, like, I appreciate every little thing and every person and every experience in my life, right? So when we express gratitude, the universe will respond and give us more things to be grateful for, okay? So if we're not in a space of gratitude, you will find a lot of things that you are ungrateful for, okay? And this is where, in one sense, mindset again. So we're back to mindset. I know there might be the topic of, a lot of people are saying, like, you have to be positive all the time. You can't have a negative thought because that'll blow your, you know, or ruin your manifestation. I'm going to tell you here right now, no, that's not true. I believe that if you're stuck in a negative mindset, yes, then it can hinder your manifestations or your goals, right? It can stop you from going after them further. Why? Because you're not in a good mindset to go after them. And when we're in a better mindset, you'll find everything starts kind of aligning, right? So, you know, one thing after another and everything, it's like an easy process, kind of, right? We are going to have tests along the way. For the reason being is the universe will test you to see how badly do you want this. You know, it is in one way kind of like being in school. You have to pass a couple of exams before you get maybe bigger things. But you might find, like, things you're grateful for: the food that you eat, the water that you drink, the clothes that are on you, the clothes that are clean and washed, having a roof over your head, having heating. There's so many things that I could list here. For example, like having a whole community of like-minded people. Like, I'm extremely grateful for this. Like, this is such an opportunity, but I work really hard at it, okay? As does everybody else here. So it's all about being grateful, but also remembering to be present. So being present is a big thing as well. But yeah, being grateful for the things that you already have. And no, just to reiterate, I don't believe that having a couple of negative thoughts throughout the week or having a bad day is going to throw your entire manifestation. That's not true. Because again, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, right? So negative things, right, use that loosely, happening, that happens. That's life. It's how we approach it and how we overcome it. That's on us. Another important thing to remember when you're manifesting is taking action. Okay, that should be like kind of top with the gratitude, you have to take action towards your goals or whatever it is you're manifesting, right? You have to take steps towards it. You cannot, for example, go for a partner, just for example, right? I want this person, or, you know, I want this in a person, this, whatever, right? Your whole list, you're very specific, you've scripted, you're grateful, the whole lot. But you're sitting at home and you're not doing anything. Maybe you're going to work, maybe the person that you're going to meet is not in your workspace, but you're just doing the same routine. You have to change it up. You have to take action. So whether that be going out, joining a new club, joining a dating app, whatever it is, I have no idea what is in now when it comes to dating, that you're taking action towards your goals, that you're showing the universe, going, hey, universe, look at me, I'm working towards these things, help a girl out, you know. Or with it, you're looking for a car, right? So you're on all the car websites or Facebook, I don't know, whatever may be the case, and you're looking online, but you're not going out actively seeing any cars. Very hard to manifest a car if you don't actually go, right? So it is a case where, you know, you do have to put in a bit of work. There is a bit of work when it comes to manifesting, right? But that doesn't mean that it's not achievable. It is. It's just, I think a lot of people stop because there's a bit of work to it. But have fun with it, okay? If you're going seeing cars, have fun with it. Bring somebody along with you. Make it a road trip if it's up the country, down the country, heather or over, whatever. It doesn't matter. Make it into something fun, that you're enjoying it. If you're not enjoying the process, and okay, is it going to stress you out? Maybe a little bit. I mean, buying cars and going on a first date and buying houses, they're normal everyday stresses. But try and remember to have fun with it at the same time. And the last thing I want to mention here, actually, when it comes to manifesting, I found this online, which I thought was very, very interesting, and I've never heard of it, and I was just wondering, has anybody else heard of this, or have you tried it? Because I feel like I want to try this out. But it's called the 777, so 3 sevens method, and it's writing down what you want to achieve 7 times in the morning and 7 times at night. But I'm wondering, because there's 3 sevens, do you have to do it in the afternoon as well? I'm not really sure. But I'd be interested to see, does that actually really work, or does it just help us reiterate? And this is for a week, by the way. This is for 1 week that you do this. I'm not sure how that actually works. So I did want to loosely mention it here because I've never heard of the 777 method. And have any of you tried it out? Like, I'm just curious as to how did it work for you if you did do it, because I feel like, you know, that's like writing your gratitudes in the morning. It gets you in a more grateful mindset. So I focus a lot on glimmers now because they just help me stay present in the moment. I do hope that I've kind of explained manifestation and the little things that you can do to change maybe things that have been stopping you from manifesting, and just simplifying it. I know this might have been a long video, so I do appreciate if you stuck around and you actually enjoyed listening to me. I do appreciate it, and just have fun with it. The whole point is to have fun, making magic in the mundane, finding the glimmers in just the most boring day. Everything adds towards manifesting a better life. And the whole point, especially for me when it comes to manifesting, is really enjoying the life that I'm living. I will only live this life once. Okay, so yes, I believe in reincarnation and past lives, but I will only live this life as man once. So I want to make it count. I want to make sure that I've lived most days to the fullest. Again, human, having an experience, okay? And so that's the whole point, is trying to get in a better headspace. I feel like lately social media has been quite heavy with lots of different bits and pieces that I personally just won't get into here on my channel, because I want everybody to have a place where we can just talk about all the things that we love, and that we get excited about things that we love, and to get in a better mindset that social media, I want to show, can be a really positive experience, and that it's not always so controversial. I'm trying to find the proper words here, that it's just that you can be in a community without it getting too technical, and that you can raise your vibration, that you can get in more alignment with what it is that you want in your life, or maybe you want more of, or maybe you want to create something completely different, that it is possible and you're more than capable of doing it. And what I would say is, don't let anyone stop you from going after, no matter how big. Just because I say something is like way out of this world, like if going to the moon on Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the morning is what you want to do, don't let me or anyone else stop you from doing that. If it's within your reach, then it is achievable. If you can see yourself doing it, then you can totally, absolutely have it, if that is what is in alignment and what is best for you. So let me know in the comments below maybe some of the things that you are wanting to manifest. I would love to hear. If you feel free or you want to share, you don't have to. Or if you want to connect with me over on Instagram and private message me on maybe different things that you're working on, or if you want any other tips and tricks, let me know. I love talking about this, and I really want to create a more magical March and the start of the year. I'm going to say this is the start of the year now. And yeah, let's make this year better than any of the previous years most of us probably have had at this stage. So I hope you had a wonderful day, afternoon, evening. I think I'm nearly losing my voice at this stage. And if you like these kind of videos, I do cover tarot and oracle and journal and just mix match of lots of magical goodness, then do hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you part of the family here. And I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will chat to y'all real soon. Bye guys.